Hello, we're giving some more stuff, and today I'm walking down the stairs. It's actually really scary to do the intro in these stairs because, there's always the chance that somebody just walks by. Somebody walks into the stairwell. But you can always hear when someone opens the door and enters because it's a really echoey stairwell, as you may well be aware. Because it was echoing, probably for you. But, Penguins, I did not think I was going to be recording a PEGCAST, but my beloved Camellia, sweetest person of all, her train got canceled. So, I will be making the trek. And I'm putting some stuff in the car. Did I remember to put my laptop in there? Because I really need that. That feels like laptop. I should double check. Hold on. Are you a laptop? Yes. You are a laptop. Boom. Okay. Oh, wait, let me make sure my Bluetooth is off. I don't want to make you all hear me with the bad microphone, do I? Do I, everybody? I wouldn't want to do that to you. All right. So, I'm driving. It's a Saturday. So, don't expect a new record breaker PEGCAST. Because it's Saturday at, lunchtime. So don't expect any record breakers, everybody. Just expect a regular, hour-ish PEGCAST. Here we go! Penguins, I have a few things to talk with you about. So first of all, today is day 2 of Genesis. It's February 15th, and that means that, everybody, it's the freaking day after Valentine's Day. Woo! Woo! And I didn't get to see Cammie yet. So, I'm excited. Well, I just saw someone that I know. I wave at them. I wave at the person that I know. Everybody. Is that another person that I know? It is. Hello! I wave at them too. Wow, they're probably gonna go meet each other because those are friends. Those two people that I know, they're friends. They're better friends with one another than they are with me. And this isn't a bad thing. I don't know them that well. I'm just saying, I wouldn't say we're besties. I would be like, oh yeah, they're my friend, I guess. I don't even know that I would call myself the second person's friend. Just because, we're not tight like that. It's not that I don't like them. I do like them. But, we just don't hang out. I don't know that they really care. So, that's that, everybody! That's that! I wish this side gate was open. Oh, I should take my, my ID out of my pocket while I can. And take the permit off of my thingy. Parking permit. I like to take it off because I have Hongyeodon hanging from my car like fuzzy dice. And the permit makes it so that it's harder to see Hongyeodon. From outside of the car, I mean. Not for me. I don't need to see him. Although I do love him. I think he's very cute. He's for the world. So, yesterday was, what is happening here? But this guy's just vibing out in front of me. Okay, he moved. He I don't know what happened there. He was not with us. Did I put in the wrong address? Where am I going? Let me Next time I stop, I'll make double sure. So, Penguins, I haven't eaten lunch. I haven't eaten lunch yet. I did just have a Chewy bar, though. Oh, and I forgot. I was going to have a Naked Juice. I forgot. Okay, stop sign. I am indeed going to the right place. It's never taken me this way to go there, though. So maybe this is always traffic-y, and this will be like a secret extra fast way. Penguins, who is excited? Who is excited? I'm freaking excited. I'm having a good day. So, yesterday was Valentine's Day. Cammie did Galentine's, which frankly, like, I don't think she should have been invited to, because she has me, right? And so, yeah. That was cool that she got to do that, because she just, like, has such fun with her roommates. As much as I make silly joke about how she is taken and does not, fit in with the Galentines, she, I'm very glad that she has her close friends. It makes me very happy. And I love them too. Big fans of these people, as I reiterate in many, many PEGCASts. And it was also fun to see Kenzie draw things for Valentine's Day, and it was fun to see Dusty and Maya posting about Valentine's Day. Huge fan of all these people. A huge Kenzie fan, huge Dusty fan, huge Maya fan. So it was just like a good day for that, What the heck? It looks like it's like taking me to the 110. But I don't know why. It's like kind of weird of it to do that. But yeah. So yesterday I went to Dumpling Tops, which is the Chinese place from The Funny Story with My Mom, right? Because I started this story from the wrong part. This is where it should start. I'm on a review board for psychology professors for Occidental College. And what that means is they're trying to hire more psych faculty right now. And in that process, they want the opinions of students who have been to lunch meetings with the professors, been to talks by the professors, and been to individual classes that they're teaching. And they're teaching these classes basically just to show what their teaching is going to be like. So I'm on this board, which means that I go to the meetings. I go to, whoa. Okay, never mind. Sorry, it was just it was a bit of a hectic light. It was a bit of a hectic light, everybody. But I go to these meetings, and I am supposed to talk about, what the professors are like. And I went to the final one. And it was great. The professor is awesome. If she doesn't get hired, it's a total shame. But I had my breakfast, and then I had 2 classes back to back, and then this professor's class right after. And by the time it was over, lunch was no longer being served at my main dining hall. So I go to the cooler, the Tiger Cooler, which is like a snack bar, burger grill type place. And I say, can I get a burger? It's Valentine's Day. They give me the Red 40 burger. And I really, if I remember, then I'll put a picture of the Red 40 burger on screen. Guys, the Red 40 burger was freaking insane. I didn't take a good picture of it because I was trying not to take a picture of people, and there were people, and also I didn't really care about what the picture looked like. I just wanted the Red 40 burger in an image to send to my girlfriend and Dusty and Maya. But that's that, right? So I eat my Red 40 burger, I go on about my day. I go to my comps study session, and just as a reminder, my comps is a big test on all of the psych program. As in, like, every single class, whether you took it or not, will have questions regarding its material on the comps exam. What? I'm turning there? I've never turned there before, ever. Huh? Oh, I have turned there. I misunderstood. I am going to the 110. Sorry guys, I just totally zoned out. But, so I was at my study session for that, and I had a Dr. Pepper, because I knew I had to super lock in and make sure I was super present for this meeting. I was wired, because I wasn't tired when I took the Dr. Pepper, when I drank it, I should say. When I shot up my Dr. Pepper, I wasn't even tired. It made me crazy. I wasn't even tired. Is basically what happened. I'm gonna turn on the AC like one little bit. I hope it isn't loud for you guys. Oh, there's no way that's loud for you guys, right? There's no way. There's just no way. Okay. Oh, that's funny. This is like the right turn only lane that you always have to avoid when you go to the main place I'm going, but today I'm taking the right turn only lane. I actually haven't turned this way before. I have gone from the other side down this road, I think, but I don't think I've ever turned right there. Like I've turned left onto this street, but not right. Anyways, I'm wired at my study session, and I'm feeling electric, okay, guys? I'm understanding. I'm teaching my fellow students what a chi-square is and when you would do it. I'm understanding the material. I'm learning. Things are going great for me, okay? But it ends. I go back to my room. Well, first of all, I see Elliot, who's like this, he's an ultimate player at Oxy, and he's a freshman. And he called my name and was like, Jack! And I was like, yes? And he runs over with his little suitcase because he's going to Genesis. And he was going to fly out yesterday. And he's like, yeah, I'm like going off to Genesis. And I was like, do you have a controller? Because I realized that like he always borrows a controller when he goes to the Smash room. Or when he goes to the gaming room, he always borrows a Smash controller. So it's like, do you have a controller? And he was like, no. And I was like, are you going to play? And he was like, yes. And I was like, how? So we went to the gaming room and we just like let him take a controller. This guy's so annoying. If he tries to get in front of me, this guy is truly, truly an evil man. He is an evil man. He has a super expensive car, and he's an evil, evil man. That was a crazy, evil thing to do. But it's okay. I don't want to fight against evil on the road. I just want to, like, not care. You know? Okie dokie, time for a horrible, horrible entrance to the highway. Let me look in my mirror. It looks like it's time to go. Guys, I'm going 50 miles an hour. I know it sounded like I just blitzed to 90, but I am going 50 miles an hour. Yeah, so we gave him his controller, he left. I go back to my room, and I like kind of chill out for a tiny bit, and then, oh my god, stop. You're crazy. This dude just slowed down to 5. He slowed down to 10. I'm exaggerating, but he did it on the highway to get off at his exit. Like, if you're gonna get off at that terrible exit, you have to at least just use a little bit of skill, okay? You're gonna have to use a little bit of skill in driving and not slow down to like 10 miles an hour. You're just gonna have to use a tiny bit of skill. Or brake earlier. Brother. So, actually, I think I drove this way last time. I didn't, take this exact route, but I think I was on the 110 going this direction. Dude, I can't take this. The drivers are bad today. I don't know what happened. The drivers are not good today. But at least I'm not, almost getting crashed into. You know? That's a more common occurrence for me. So, okay. I'm chilling in my room, and then I look at what is for dinner at the marketplace, my main dining hall, and I think, no. But I can't go to the cooler, because I already ate burger today. I already had my Red 40 burger. I can't have another burger. So, what am I doing? I'm calling my mother. She just got back from a trip. I was not thinking about how it was Valentine's Day at this point. I call my mother. I say, Mother, would you like to go to dinner with me? Oh my gosh. Everyone, why don't we just play the slowing down on the highway game? Guys, let's play the slowing down really, really slow on the highway game. Who's excited to play? So, what am I even saying, bro? What am I even talking about? What am I saying? Sorry guys, my brain is totally shut off. So, I called my mom and I said, do you want to go to dinner? And she's like, yeah. And then we have to talk about where we're going to go get dinner. And we eventually land on, we had a couple places we kind of wanted to go, but I had just been to one of them last week, and the other one, the other one was going to be super busy on Valentine's Day. That guy looked like he was going to merge into my lane, but he was lying. He did make me do a pump fake, though. So, yeah, we end up going to Dumpling Tops, the same Chinese place as last time. And I order my little fried udon, and my mother order nothing. She ordered nothing. And then we get sesame balls. We also order sesame red bean bite. They're quite small. And overall, bang for your buck, pretty good. It's pretty good bang for your buck. So, we order the food, and then I'm like, Mom, I've got 70 unread emails. And she says, read them. And I go, ugh. But I read them. And I look through, and I'm just reading out the subject lines to her one by one, saying, this is so stupid, basically, this one is, registrar, this one is this one is this. None of these apply to me. Apply for themed living community. I'm not going to live on campus next semester. I'm graduating. And she had told me that I had to... she told me that I had to look at my email because it was a Friday. And Fridays are the days when colleges send out their, invitations, right? So, if there was going to be a college that invited me to go to an interview, then I would have heard about it, right? And we were waiting from, I think, the University of San Diego or something. I think we're expecting to hear back from them pretty soon. So, I open up my email, and I'm reading through all of them, and I'm like, this is so stupid, like, blah, blah, blah. Basically just being like, look, this is all dumb email. And then I find an email that actually says that there has been an update in my application portal, and I have to go look at it. And I was like, it says, from Redlands, there's an update in your application portal. And I was like, open it! And I was like, no, I have to finish deleting my emails. And listen, this may sound crazy to you, that I went through and deleted the rest of my email before, like, looking at that, like, email from Redlands. Because the odds are this is either my acceptance or decline thing. Rejection? Do they call it rejection? I got rejected. But, so, I had to delete the rest of my email, because the way I do it is, like, I don't know if you guys have the Gmail app, but there, like, if you click on the little circle to the left of the email, like where the profile picture is, you can just select them all, and then you can delete them in big chunks. So I'm deleting all these emails that I don't want, and I just want to finish. I just want to finish. And I finish, and I'm like, dude, I literally I have 32 emails now. I deleted like 48 or something, you know? Or I deleted 38 or something. I don't know. I deleted like 40 emails, basically. It was an exorbitant amount of email that I deleted. And it was all just completely worthless. I even kept things that were pretty much worthless. Like, I got an email telling me that there's a demo out for a game, and I already have the demo downloaded, and I didn't delete that email, right? So, sorry I'm leaving you hanging on that cliff, but I really, like, my mom was hanging on that cliff. She wanted to know really bad. And so, yeah, like, I had so much email, I deleted it, and then she's like, look at it, and I was like, I don't even know if I can log in. So I go to it, and then I click the link. I try my first password, doesn't work. I try my second password, doesn't work. I try my third password, and I get in! Yippee! Now I can see what they have to say. And there's like a banner, and it says like, check your application status, there's been an update. And I click it. Guys, I got into the University of Redlands. Yeah! I got into my school, everybody. I was so excited. And I show my mom, and she's like, yeah! And she gets up, and she runs around the table and gives me a hug. And she's like so excited for me, and it was awesome. And then I made the joke that it's like the fastest turnaround on a celebration dinner of all time. Because we had already ordered our food before we even found out that, like, I had that email, you know? So, that was just really funny to me. I thought that was so funny. But yeah, like, I got in. I'm so happy about that. But that's pretty freaking awesome, I think. Whee! Okay, now I go this way. Okay. Oh my god, little car. Speed it up. Speed it up, buddy. Speed it up. Your friggin' old little Cadillac. I understand that you drive it because it's like your little status symbol and you love your old car. Speed it up, Buster. Speed it up. I'm not trying to wait behind you and sniff your fumes, okay, little buddy? Let's get moving. Let's get driving on this here highway. He's not moving. He's not driving. He's going quite slow. Maybe he'll speed up now. Oh, actually, now we're all slowing down. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. But I think I'm good. Yo, they got cute stickers on their car. It's a little horse. I wonder, they also have a BTS sticker. You guys, is there like, Maya, is there a BTS horse? Is there like a little horse guy for BTS? Maya, I need your help. I don't think any of the rest of us know, unless you've taught Dusty. that there's a horse for BTS, or that there isn't a horse for BTS, alternatively. Maya, is there a horse for BTS? If you're Maya, comment below, is there a horse for BTS? Everybody else, I'll give you a different one. If you're Maya, then comment below, is there a horse for BTS? So I got into my school, and then we ate dinner, and it was yummy. And as I got my dinner, I was a little stressed out, because the next day, I was going to be taking my comps exam. So the big exam on all the subjects. And last time I had food from this place, I got fried noodles. They weren't fried udon noodles, but they were fried noodles. So the same meal, but the noodles are less thick. And what does this mean, everybody? Why am I worried about this? Last time, I, had really a hurt tummy. It was bad. So, I that was a little bit concerning. But I think it ended up fine. I'm not hurting. So I finished dinner with my mom. We hang out. We had a great time. We laugh. We talk about the political state of the world for a tiny bit. About Elon Musk. And about how there's political polarization. And it makes me uncomfortable. And then, eventually she has to leave. And she goes because, as she was leaving, her boyfriend was like, it's Valentine's Day, right? You're leaving me on Valentine's Day. And it wasn't bad, but he was just, making fun of her. And she was like, you would do the same thing. If your kid asked you to go eat dinner. But, so, yeah. My mom was like, I love this place. And it just murdered me because, they treated us so freaking well. Especially last time. It was less, all over you this time. But it was funny, I thought. Where am I going now? Okay, I think I'm in the right lane. I'm in the correct lane, I should say. Yeah, so I did that. I went to dinner, and then after that, I was like, I'm gonna go get a free donut, because I have a free donut from all the donut points that I've accrued. So I was gonna go get a free donut from Donut Friend, which is, the best freaking donuts in the whole wide world, to be honest with you. Everybody says, these are really good donuts, these are better than normal, and also they're vegan, and people don't know that. So, that's just pretty insane to think about. That they're that good and they're vegan. I don't know what they're doing, but they're just they're so freaking good. So I was excited. I was like, I'm gonna go get my free donut. I find my parking, and then I park and I walk around the block to go see the donut, or to go to the donut shop, I should say, not to go see the donut. And I peek my head in the window. I look to see, and this is where I realized that it's Valentine's Day, because they have 2 chocolate cake donuts. And that's it in the front display. And I was like, oh, I should not be going here right now. They have no donut. I don't want a chocolate cake donut. I don't love cake donuts. I don't love chocolate donut either. So I was like, this is not for me. Luckily, right next door is my favorite cold dessert, right? So I've probably explained this before, but you can think of it as a 2x2 grid. I probably explained it as a Punnett square. It's not like a Punnett square at all. But it's a 2x2 grid where on one axis is cold and is temperature, cold and hot. And on the other axis is fruity and not fruity dessert. Right? So my favorite cold, non-fruity dessert is ice cream from this place, Scoops. That's right next to Donut Friend. My favorite cold, fruity dessert is there are these, mango sorbet ice cream mochis. Dude, they're ridiculous. My favorite fruity, not cold dessert, I'd have to think about, actually. That's kind of difficult. I'm not sure. Maybe it's Sour Patch watermelons. I bet you guys weren't thinking about that. I bet you guys weren't thinking about that. It might be Sour Patch watermelons. I'm not sure. There's also that, like, candy from Walmart that's frozen grapes that are coated in candy, and they're, like, a little sour. Those are awesome, too. So, oh, wait, and then my favorite non-fruity, non-cold dessert is pink mochi from the place Fugetsudo, which is, like, a mochi shop that is, like, hundreds of years old. Or it's, like, I don't think it's quite 200 years old yet. But it's, like, close, right? And they, like, still make it authentically. Like, by hand. So that's crazy. But, point is, Scoops is right here. So I'm not bummed at all, really. It just means I'll have to pay, like, just over $4 for my ice cream instead of getting free donut, you know? So I go in, and this is where I remember once again that it is Valentine's Day. I am the only individual person there. There's a lovey-dovey couple exiting as I walk in. There's a family of 5 in front of me. There is a group of 4 girls who are presumably doing galentines, because I don't think that they were romantically involved, just based on their like, group dynamic, okay? And then behind me, after me, walks in an extremely lovey-dovey couple. They're, like, this girl is literally tangled up on his arm. Like, I don't know what to say to you. So, you know, this is not a bad thing, but I definitely stick out like a sore thumb. So I walk up and I ask for a taste, can I taste the chocolate banana, and can I taste the lychee lemon sorbet? And I taste them both, and they're both so yummy. So then I say that I have to go, like, think about it for a little while. And I don't know why I said that. I was just, like, having a good time kind of walking around and experiencing, because I had just gotten into grad school. There's a doggy behind me, guys. There's a doggy in the car behind me. He stick his head out the window. Wow, 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 doggy. Wow, 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 doggy. That's basically what's up right now. So, yeah, I don't know why, but I was just having fun. So then I was like, hey, can I get a kid scoop of the cookie butter Oreo? Just because I always end up getting Oreo. And then I was like, I always try them and I always think about it, but I always get Oreo. And he's like, haha, yep, that's definitely happened before. And I'm like, I don't know if he's talking about me because he, like, remembers me, or if he's talking about, like, in life, like, that happens. So, I don't know. But the point is, I eat my ice cream and it's delectable. And I got to call Cammie and tell her, and her roommates were like, oh my gosh, it's like Galentine's and you're calling her on Galentine's. This is ridiculous. And then Cammie was like, wait, he just got into grad school. And they were like, hooray! So that was really fun. I feel bad that I called on Galentine's, but I needed to because I got into grad school. I mean, you know, that's crazy. Especially because it's a school I wanted to go to so bad. And then, so I get my ice cream, I eat it. I then called Dusty and Maya, and we just kind of, like, joked around, and I told them the story I'm telling you, but slightly quicker. And with less detours, and with less focusing on driving. And, you know, they were like, yay, and that was fun. I really like them. They're very sweet. Also, the gift, like, the gift, plural, the gifts that Maya got for Dusty are, like, so crazy. Like, Maya, I think, might be the best gift giver of literally all time. Especially for Dusty. Like, it works very, very well. So, it's kind of insane. And, like, I think I'm a good gift giver, too. But I just, like, pale in comparison. It's, like, ridiculous, you know? So, I finish my ice cream, I finish the phone call, and I drive back home. I go in and hang out with Kai and Alina, and I played Valorant and then Marvel Rivals with Kai. And that was the end of the day, you know? It was just, like, a good day overall. So, yeah. And I had posted my B-Reel right before getting accepted. So I have, like, the screenshot of... sorry, excuse me. I had my B-Reel, And then, like, the next photo on my camera roll is getting accepted to grad school, and the next one is me eating ice cream. So I posted, like, that's just like, it's like a good little, it's a good collection of three, pictures. That was a policeman, and he doesn't have his sirens on or anything. He was just, like, making noise to let everyone know that he's here, because he's on a motorcycle driving in between the traffic. So he's, like, trying to let everyone know that they have to be careful and there's a motorcycle. So yeah, then my day ended. Marvel Rivals was actually pretty fun. I'm like very bad unless I'm playing the, like, easy healer characters. Like, if I'm playing Cloak and Dagger, I really enjoy it. I like playing Cloak and Dagger because there are, like, a lot of things to manage, but, like, if you really need to, you can just focus on healing, and the healing aspect is, like, quite easy because you don't have to aim really at, like, auto aims. So, like, there is, like, a depth of skill. It's a very low skill floor and a quite high skill ceiling is what I feel. And maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's at least how I feel playing Cloak and Dagger. Like, there's always a lot that I could learn about, like, how to better position myself and, like, how to, like how to figure out when I should be using my right click, which, like, sets down a little healing area, and my E, which increases healing for people, and then, like, how I can use that to, like, then buy a little bit of time for myself to, like, turn into damage and, like, disruption mode, and then switch back to healing, you know? So it's just, like, there are a lot of little cool intricacies of playing Cloak and Dagger that I thoroughly enjoy. The problem is that they're very, very powerful, and a lot of that is because of their ultimate ability. So I hope that their ult gets, like, nerfed. I hope they make it cost more points so that less people ban or pick Cloak and Dagger so that I can play them more. Because I just think they're super fun. So, like, even if they're bad, I would still probably play them, you know? Unless they really, like, nuked their healing and their damage, then I probably wouldn't play them because it just, like, wouldn't be fun. I would just lose. But I've been enjoying Cloak and Dagger. Last night I was enjoying playing Invisible Woman as well, who I think has a similar sort of thing, like a very, very, very low skill floor and a quite high skill ceiling. So that's nice, you know. And I had a lot of fun playing. But then it was bedtime, so I go to bed, and I have to wake up the next day for my comps exam. So that's today. I wake up, and I feel ready, because I did a lot of studying, especially on stats and methods. And that's going to be the part that I really have to pass, right? Stats and methods, just by its nature, is probably going to be the hardest part of the exam. But also, it's the most important part to pass. So on this whole exam, there are like 150 questions, I think. I think. It's like 30 questions for each domain and 5 domains. And one of those domains is stats and methods. I have to pass the stats and methods section, meaning get a 60%, and then also pass the whole test, which means that I can fail an individual section and, like, still pass, right? As long as it's not stats and methods. Stats and methods I have to pass. So I feel like I'm pretty ready. I sit down, I'm, like, having fun. I've actually made a friend semi-recently named Camille, who, you know, it's, like, kind of funny because it's similar to Cammy's name, like Camellia. And, but that has nothing to do with anything, actually. The reason I say that is because when I first had a class with Camille sat next to a different girl named Cammy. So it was Cammy and Camille sitting next to each other. And I was just like, oh my goodness, this is so confusing, and neither of them are my Cammy. So, yeah, because I'm really bad with names. But I think it helped me learn Camille's name. Anyways, we, like, kind of became, like, not close friends at all. Like, we haven't texted anything ever. But we're, like, you know, study friends. And it was fun. So I went into the little room, and then we took our test, and the stats section was, like, hard, man. It was way harder than I think literally anyone expected. I probably passed it. Probably. But, like, it was hard. Like, those questions were not as easy as I was expecting. Even though I studied, like, quite a bit, I still was quite struggling. And I know for a fact that I got one question wrong. I was stuck in a 50-50. I knew that the answer was either 1% or 0.5%, and I just couldn't decide which one it was, and I ended on the wrong answer. I looked up what the answer would be afterwards. I looked at some figures and like tried to understand what the real answer was, and I did end up getting that one question wrong. That's the only question I can say with 100% certainty that I got wrong, because it's a full multiple choice test. So, like, even on the ones where I don't know, I could have just guessed correctly, you know? So, you know, that's nice, right? Dang, what's up with all the traffic? I don't understand, man. I thought this wasn't going to be that long of a drive. But there's, like, mad traffic for no reason. Maybe this is going to be, like, a super long PEGCAST. Okay. Oh, I probably shouldn't whistle. That probably sounds bad. Sorry. I have that song from Persona 4 stuck in my head that's like, disturbing the peace. And so, that's stuck in my head. Because I listened to it once today. It played. Yeah, so I took my test. It was, like, pretty hard. As expected, I think I did the best on the, like... Wait, what? I think that billboard just had an advertisement for... I couldn't really tell what it was called, but I think it was called Dope Anime, maybe? At, like, a convention? I'm not sure. But, sorry guys, I yawned again. But, oh, somebody got pulled over. Yeah, so I take this test, I get up when I finish. Also, the girl in front of me blue screened. It was crazy, because we all took it. It was just a Qualtrics survey. Also, I've never seen tailgating like this. Is it, like, chained together? Okay, yeah, they're pulling their car with their RV. Oh my god. I was like, this is unbelievable tailgating. Like, they're gonna crash. But they're like, their car is tied to their Jeep is tied to their RV. But, yeah, so I get up. The girl in front of me blue screened, and it wasn't even like a normal blue screen. Their, like, computer glitched out. They had, like, a bunch of random colored pixels streaking across their screen. And then at the top, they had, like, the blue screen image, but, like, 5 times, like, across the top of their laptop screen. And I was like, oh my god, that's such a nightmare. Like, what is happening? And they got up and just went to the professor, and they were like, hey, like, I don't know what to do. But yeah, so that's just funny. That's just funny to me. That it, like, glitched out that bad. And it's only funny because it worked out, you know, like, it saved all her progress, so it was fine. But, you know, that was just crazy. I don't know, man. And, So I got up after I finished the test, and I turned around and looked at Camille, and she just gave me this look, like she opened her eyes so wide, and it was just like a dude, like, this is hard. And I think everybody felt that way. I think everybody was like, wow, Stats and Methods really, like, kicked my butt. So, I don't know. It's probably fine, though. So I'm feeling pretty good now that I have been accepted to a grad school that I really would like to go to, and also that... I'm feeling good that I got accepted to a grad school that I'm interested in going to, and also that I've finished my comps. God willing, and the creek don't rise. Because, you know, frankly, or technically I could have failed, and then if I fail, I have to retake it. But that's what's up. That's what's up right now. So now I'm driving over to see Cammie, and it's Genesis weekend, so I'm going to be watching some Genesis with her, which is so exciting. I don't know if I talked about this before, but Cammie has been saying forever that because I don't, like, really enjoy sports, but I like esports, we should get together and do, like, a Super Bowl type thing where, you know, like, the girlfriend will watch the sports for once when it's the Super Bowl, and we said we should do that, but for Melee, when it's a big tournament. And I told her, like, isn't it annoying that on Valentine's Day weekend it's Genesis? Like, isn't that so stupid that, like, there's another Melee tournament when we're going to be hanging out? Like, this always happens. And then she was like, oh, why don't we do our, like, Super Bowl thing? And I was like, what? This is, like, the kindest thing that she has ever said. It's not. She said some very kind things. But this is, like, unbelievable, truly. Because it's Valentine's Day. And she's willing to, like, postpone us celebrating our, like, Valentine's Day traditions for a whole week, just so that we can watch Melee together. And I don't know if I already said this in another PEGCAST. I probably have. But I'm just so unbelievably grateful for it. Like, it's crazy that she wants to do that, or that she'll let us do that, you know? It's truly a special thing, I think, that Cammie is so loving of me and willing to kind of get invested in the things that I like and give them a real, like, honest try. There's a guy that goes to UC Irvine, or he used to. His tag is Kadoran, and he's, like, the second best Marth in the world, probably. So she always roots for Kadoran. So that's, like, really cute, I think. She's like, yeah, Kadoran! And, you know, just the fact that she, like, chose someone to latch onto and, like, be a fan of so that she could, like, be more invested. I don't know. I just truly feel so grateful. I always make sure to count my blessings with the things that Cammie does for me. And this one is just truly astounding. She's just so, so, so good to me. It's unfathomable. So I'm really excited to watch Genesis this weekend. We may, like, listen to some of it in the car. I'm not exactly sure what the schedule looks like. I don't remember. But if it's round 2 pools, then maybe we'll, like, turn it on and then not pay that much attention. Or if it's top 64, then we'll turn it on and pay attention. But I'm, like, so excited. I'm so excited. And I just can't believe she's doing this for me. I mean, I can believe it because she's always this nice to me. But I think that I am very, very lucky. I don't think most people would do this, you know? So I just feel so blessed. I'm so, so grateful. Also, I have been looking into modding the Wii in the Oxy gaming room. And the reason for this is I'm so tired of playing Smash Ultimate. I don't want to play Smash Ultimate right now, you know? And, like, actually, I'm sure if I watched a little bit more, I would, like, have more fun. Just because I would, like, see some things and get some ideas and then, you know, try to do them. Try to, like, do some new stuff. Try to practice some cool things. Also, if I just played Joker more instead of all the other characters. I think Joker is just, like, he's got cooler stuff going on. Because of his, like, Fair 1 combos, his up air drag down combos. Excuse me. The, like, niche stuff that you can do with down air. Because you can, like, guys, I'm sorry if this doesn't make sense. Joker has, like, this thing called Arsene, If you know what it is, you know what it is. I'm not going to explain it. When Joker has Arsene, if you jump past them and you hit them with only the back hit of down air, so the Arsene stomp misses, but you hit them with like the back hit of Joker's regular down air, then they'll go like through you. And if you do that as you're landing, then you can immediately forward smash and then like reverse down air, because it always sends forward relative to Joker, not like different compared depending on where they are relative to Joker. It'll always send forward. And so if you like hit them with that back hit, then you can instantly forward smash, and you can like combo weak Joker down air into Arsene forward smash. And just like, that's such a niche little cool thing, and most characters don't have anything like that, you know? There's just not enough like nuance of the hitboxes that they have, or like the DI traps that they can do to create anything that's like that interesting, you know? Like Squirtle doesn't have anything like that. Squirtle's got like forward tilt, LOL, you know? So, yeah. And like, I'm not a huge fan of like Nair 1 forward smash with the sword characters. Like, whoa, that place looks awesome! Is that Golf and Stuff? It is Golf and Stuff. I've never noticed how good Golf and Stuff looks. I've talked with you guys about how Golf and Stuff, like, it exists and I want to go because it's a mini golf place. Dude, that was insane. That was, like, crazy, dude. That freaking looked so fun. It was so pretty and cute. I gotta go to Golf and Stuff. Penguins, if you're listening, who's excited to go to Golf and Stuff? I'm not gonna ask you to comment below if you want to, because I'm just gonna ask you to. Next time you're back in town, Kenzie, Dusty, Maya, hopefully, we're going to Golf and Stuff, okay? Actually, we don't have to if Maya doesn't want to, because, like, she'll probably only be here for a really short time, and I don't know what the vibes are or what she wants to get done. If she's got plans, or if Dusty's got plans, then by all means. But otherwise, we're going to Golf and Stuff. It looks so good. It looks so cute. It's kind of a far drive, but who cares? If you're in my car, it's basically like a IRL PEGCAST. You ever think about that? You ever think about that, you guys? Yeah. So, I'm trying to mod the Wii, because frankly I'm a little bit tired of Smash Ultimate. And because I'm just interested in that kind of stuff, you know? And, there's this mod that just dropped, the version 9.0 just dropped, of Mario Kart Wii Deluxe, which just, like, adds a ton of different tracks, and it's just super cool. And I want to try to get it working on the Wii in the gaming room. And I just thought that would be cool. It'd be like a nice, interesting, cool thing to do. So I'm going to try to get that working. And then also I'm going to try to get P Plus working, which is, like, it's Project M. It's a mod for Brawl that makes it more like Melee. It's like, I think it's the best Smash game, casually, personally. And you could say it isn't if you're, like, more interested in the larger roster of Smash Ultimate. But, I mean, there are versions of PM with tons of characters. And then you could say, well, I like the polish that comes with Smash Ultimate's big roster. Because with P+, it's very polished, but the versions of Project M that have a big roster oftentimes are not as polished. So, like, I can't understand an argument to be made for Smash Ultimate to be the best casual Smash game. But I personally think it's P+. Because there's just, like, a beautiful mix of casual and competitive stuff. And they have so many unique, cute, like, cool costumes. It's so, so cool. And it's community made and community balanced. So, it's got, like, the heart, you know? Actually, so does Smash Ultimate. The developers at Nintendo, they have heart. heart in a lot of the games they create, you know? I was going to say in all the games they create, but then I thought about Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, and that one had no heart. But I'm going to get P Plus working if I can. I'm going to get the Mario Kart Wii Deluxe working if I can. And I feel like there was something else I tried to get on there, but I don't remember. Oh, I was going to put Mario Party 8 on there. And I'm just kind of excited to try these things, because it's using a method that I haven't used before. Like, in order to run ROMs, in order to run, like, game files from a SD card or a USB stick to your Wii, you have to, like, update the NAND, and you do that with DX2 CIOS installer, which is just a program. Like, you don't have to worry about what that's called. But this CIOS installer wants you to be connected to the internet. Or, alternatively, you can, like, download a different program and run it on your computer to download the files to your PC, and then you can put them in the root of your SD card, and CIOS installer will check the root before checking online. So you can download it without connecting your Wii to the internet, and that's nice. Because I think that was the problem that stopped me from being able to do it last time. So, I'm going to do that. And then USB Loader recently, like a year ago, had an update where USB Loader is the program where you can run files from a USB drive, by the way. Like games from a USB drive. They recently had an update a year ago where now you can load games from your SD card, not just your USB drive. And that's fun because it means I don't have to buy a USB stick. And that's what really made me decide to start this modding process again. That was the last thing. All this came together because being able to load it off of an SD card means that we don't have to buy anything new. So that's exciting. I'm gonna try to mod the Wii on Tuesday probably, or maybe I don't know when I'll do it, but it'll be probably next week sometime. And if it's not, then it'll be the Monday after. Yeah. So that's nice. So I'm just excited about that. And also, this Mario Kart Wii Deluxe mod looks so good. Like, it looks great. I'm not sure if there's custom music on the WBFS version that I downloaded, or if it's only for the Revolution version. Don't worry about those names. There are just two versions. And they're different file formats for how to run the game, basically. But I don't know I don't know if the version I downloaded has custom music or not, but there's a chance that all the tracks have custom music, which would be pretty cool, right? Meaning, like, all the tracks have music for them instead of only being able to reuse the music from Mario Kart Wii tracks, which is the standard. So, like, yeah, I mean, that's that, really. It's like there's custom music if you have, like, a really intensive mod that's bigger, but you can also, more typically, just, like, select a music track from Mario Kart Wii and play it on the custom track. So it has every track from every Mario Kart game, and then it has it's every track from every Mario Kart game, and then it also has like completely custom fan-made tracks as well. So it's just like so cool. I'm excited to try to get it working, especially because, you know, I've played so much CTGP, which is like the main Mario Kart Wii custom tracks mod. I've played so much of that with my girlfriend. And so I really thoroughly enjoy Mario Kart Wii custom tracks. And also just Mario Kart Wii. So I'm excited to get that done. there's a lot to be excited for, as it were. Guys, like, I feel like this PEGCAST has been going on for a long time. Like, if I had to guess, I would say I've been driving for an hour at least. But maybe it's like around an hour, but not quite there. I'm not sure. But it's like, I feel like I've been driving for about as long as I thought I was going to be driving the whole time. Because there was random traffic on a Saturday. Like, what? Like, what? Like, what? Like, what? So, that's a little bit annoying if I do say so myself. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Bocchi the Rock Season 2 got announced. Everybody rejoice. I don't sound excited because I'm not that excited. I really enjoyed Bocchi and I loved Season 1. I just, like, hope they can follow it up with a good Season 2, you know? I feel like Season 1 was a good story. I liked how it ended, and it was just, like, wonderful through and through. So, I'm not sure if I want another Bocchi. But we're getting it, so I'm excited, you know? I'm just not, like, super duper hyped. I wasn't like, I need more Bocchi the Rock, like a lot of people were. There's something else I wanted to talk about, and it was like a movie or a video series or something. Or an anime. I can't remember. Well, I give up. I can't figure out what it was. Oh, I am a huge Bocchi fan, though, just so you know. Listen to this. You hear that? That's my Bocchi the Rock squeaky plushie that I bought at Anime Expo. So I'm a very big Bocchi the Rock fan. It's just that, I feel like Season 1 was good and contained, and I don't want it to be tainted. So, that's all I have to say about that, really. That's all I have to say about that. Oh, sorry I whistled. I don't know if that sounds bad, but I assume it does. Oh, I gotta get over. It's not, like, super urgent, but I kinda gotta get over. So I'm gonna do it here, in between the Land Rover and the Dodge Ram, in front of the Ram, not Dodge, the Ram truck. You know what? I kinda, I respect, and I shouldn't respect this. I don't respect it, I guess. I just think it's nice that, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram is their title instead of being just one of them. Dodge or Chrysler could have taken over probably, but I like that they call themselves Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Or at least they did. That's what I think in my head when I hear it, or when I see it. So, I like that. I think it's funny. Virgin. Wow, I really can't remember what I wanted to talk about. Well, what have I been watching? I'm watching Sakamoto Days. It's continued to be funny. It's continued to be pretty good. It is silly. It's I think it's capped on my rating scale by the nature of the show. It just leaves a little bit too much up to, really stupid silliness, you know? I don't know, there's a sniper guy, and he's supposed to be, the best sniper ever, and he misses, a billion shots, while Sakamoto and what's-his-name are out in the open, and, that just rubs me the wrong way. I'm like, dude, what happened to the tension? They got shot, around a corner, and they were like, oh my god, this is intense, and then they just ran, and none of the bullets hit them. So, I don't know, that was just, a little much. It was a little much for me, I thought, but I am just, like, being a hater, I suppose. Like, I don't dislike it for it. It just, like, caps it a little bit. Like, I probably wouldn't give it over an 8. And that's not low, right? I just probably wouldn't give it over an 8 out of 10. So 8 out of 10 meaning very good, 9 meaning excellent, and 10 being masterpiece. 7 being good, 6 being fine, and 5 being average. So I hope that puts that into perspective. I've been really enjoying Sakamoto Days, but it's not as earnest or serious as I would want. And that's not to say that I don't like the silliness. I love the silliness, but I guess to talk about Spy Family, which is a show that did this really well. Like, they have really funny, silly moments where just really dumb stuff happens, but when it's the family being in love, it's very, very earnest. And I value that very highly, personally. I think that that's really nice. So, it's like, that's something that is very important on my own personal scale. I was listening to this video, and this person was like, they were like, I'm autistic and maybe I'm projecting, but I think that the reason that autistic people at large enjoy anime is because it's so easy to read. Like, you don't have to look at the actors' faces in a live action, in a live action, you would have to look at the actors' faces and, like, discern between different facial expressions to, like, really understand the tone of the situation and what's happening and the motivation of the characters. But in anime, like, facial expressions are only, like, really big for, like, comedic effect, and, like, body language is not something you ever have to pay attention to. And I thought that was so interesting to hear, because body language and, like, really subtle facial expressions and things are my favorite part about anime, because I think it's really beautiful to notice small things about the way that people express themselves that are subconscious typically, and to notice them in such detail and understand them so well that you can then draw them and, like, create them in a fictional character. So, like, my big example of this is, I've probably already said this, but in Beyond the Boundary, there's, like, the main character, he gets really frustrated with, like, whatever, blah, 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 and he slams his microwave door, like, throws it, and it bounces back open, and then instead of still being angry, or, like, making it, like, a comedic thing, where it's, like, ... and then he, like, attacks the microwave or whatever, like, you would see in, like, a lot of anime, I think, instead, he just, like, slams it in, like, anger, and then it bounces back, and he's just, like, frustrated and defeated and depressed. And, like, there's still anger in there, but, like, obviously he's just, like, frustrated and sad, you know? He's, like, out of energy. Like, he's defeated. And it felt so real. Like, if you slam something and then just, like, it, like, bounces back, and you're just, like, oh, like, not even, it's just, like, an overwhelming feeling, you know? And, I just, the ability to portray things like that in the art form, an art form where you have to literally draw everything from the ground up, is just unbelievable to me, to be able to portray that emotion. Now, I didn't like this show very much. I didn't probably give it a very high score, but that moment particularly, I think, probably bumped it up a whole number, just because it's so beautiful, and you can tell that there were people that were really passionate working on it when things like that are drawn. So, that's something I really like. It's something I really value. Guys, I haven't had lunch yet, and I'm very hungry. I'm, like, so hungry. I want a bagel really bad. Not to, like, rile anybody up about bagels. And I'm sorry to Dusty and Maya, where there are, like, no good bagels. Except, actually, I think there might be one place, but it's, like, really far from y'all. But, you know, we didn't go test it. There are, like, no good bagels near you. So sorry to ruffle your feathers. Sorry to rile you up. But, dude, I want a bagel so freaking bad. I want a bagel right now. I'm so hungry. I'm almost out of stuff to talk about, guys. I'm pretty much out. The well is run dry. You know, this timing has worked out actually pretty well of when I'm driving to Cammy's, right? Because we're gonna turn on Genesis and see what's up. And there's no shot that they started Top 64 yet, so we haven't missed anything that I'm like, I desperately need to see. It also means, like, just the time that it is right now means that it's a really good time to call my dad, I think. So I'll tell him about getting into grad school, and that'll be exciting. That'll be good. Oh, someone got pulled over. I think they might have gotten pulled over for speeding in the, like, HOV express lane. Which, like, frankly, if you're a cop, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you for pulling over somebody speeding in the HOV lane? Like, that's what it's made for. Sorry. Like, hello? I don't know, man. I don't know. Guys, when does Dungeon Meshi Season 2 come out? I thought it was going to come out, and then it didn't yet. What's up with that? Oh, no. I need to get in here, please. I'll go in front of this man, because it's easier. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. But yeah, I think I'll call my dad. What was I saying after that? I don't know. Oh, guys, so I went to this performance. I went to Stephen Sondheim's Old Friends with Cammy. And it's like a super crazy, like, legit Broadway performance, you know? But we got to go for free because of the free tickets that you can get if you're under 25 for the theater in LA. And so we went, and before, we, like, had to eat really fast, you know? We were like, we gotta figure something out. And sorry, I was thinking through right now what the logistics would be of Cammy and I eating curry tonight. And I think they're bad. But I'll explain this. So, okay, we go, and we're, like, kind of in a rush. I pick her up, and we go to the grocery store. Right? Or we go to the grocery store, and we have to go fast. We go to one grocery store, they have, like, no vegan instant ramen that is in a cup. And I want it in a cup because it'll be faster. Sorry, they don't have any good vegan ramen. They had one vegan ramen that was bad. I've had it before, and it sucks. And Cammy was like, you could put soy sauce in it, but we did that last time, and it sucked. I could have put sriracha in it, I guess. But that wasn't the vibe. So we go to a grocery store that's closer to my home, and there's, like, a tiny little section, and I wanted to buy curry, like the little curry blocks, the Japanese curry blocks, you know, because I thought it would be fun to make, and they last for, like, a year. And I also told my mom that she should make it for herself, because it's, like, up her alley, I think, because it's just very easy, but also it's, like, you know, a food that you make, and it has vegetables in it. So I think it'll be up her alley. I think this will be good for her. So I told her she should buy it. So I bought one. And we were looking and we thought there was none. And I also thought there was no, like, vegan instant ramen. And as I'm, like, giving up, Cammy walks over to me and she's like, Jack, check this out. And the Hello Kitty one is the only vegan one that's there. The only vegan ramen in the grocery store, the only vegan instant ramen in the grocery store is the Hello Kitty one. And I'm like, okay. And then as we're walking past, I see that there's literally one box of Japanese curry. Like, guys, the stars are shining down on me. Oh my, you're not slowing down this much on this little turn. I mean, it's fine, right? Like, it's okay. But come on. But come on. Now we're gonna get stuck at this red light. Yup! Actually, we would have got stuck anyways, I think. We would have got stuck anyways. It's possible that we would have made it before. But, so we went to the grocery store, we get the vegan ramen, that's Hello Kitty one, we get the curry. I haven't had the curry, and I don't think I'll get to have it today either. Just, like, I don't think it's gonna work out. But I eat my Hello Kitty instant ramen, and guys, it was so good. like, I'm not even joking with you right now. The Hello Kitty instant ramen is insanely yummy. Like, I thought they would just, like, charge a premium because it's Hello Kitty, and then they could, like, make it bad, and, like, who cares because it has Hello Kitty on it. Dude, no. The Hello Kitty instant ramen is so yummy. So, that was pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome to have that. I do still want to eat the soy sauce top ramen. I've been craving it for a long time, so I wish that I could have that, but I can't. I can't have it. It was nowhere to be found. But the Hello Kitty ramen was so yummy, guys. Everybody, comment below, do you accept Maya? Accept Maya. Don't comment below Maya, because Maya has to comment below if BTS has a horse. If there's a horse, like a little, not like a horse that they ride on, but like if there's a cartoon horse for BTS. Because I know they have like that little dog that wears the yellow hoodie or something. But like, is there a horse? Or were the BTS stickers and the little cartoon horse on that car stickers, was that two different guys? Was it BTS and then also a cartoon horse? Or does BTS have a horse? Comment below Maya. Everybody else, comment below, what is your go-to instant ramen brand, if you have one? And if you have like a flavor too, you could let me know. I'm just interested. I'm interested. Comment below, what's your instant ramen of choice, everybody? Everybody comment below. Yeah, I would comment below, PEGCAST, my instant ramen of choice is top ramen soy sauce flavor. Because I tried Bulldog and it was a little too hot for me. And also, I didn't like the flavor as much because it's not up my alley as much as the soy sauce one. And then, yeah, and the Hello Kitty one is good too, but I think if I had to pick one, I would pick the top ramen soy sauce, because it's just so, it feels like you're eating something terrible in the best way. Comment below, everybody. I'm basically at Cammy's place, so I'm gonna bounce. Everybody get hyped. I still haven't decided what game Cammy and I are gonna play on Valentine's Day. I may not decide until we like do our Valentine's Day next weekend. But I did it, guys. I made it into grad school, and I finished my comps exam. God willing, and the creek don't rise, I don't have to take it again. And I'm about to watch Genesis and call my dad and tell him that I got into grad school and tell my grandparents. So, yeah. Here's the problem. I've talked down as if I'm gonna say, like, subscribe, do all the great stuff, but it's not time yet. Also, you guys remember I was explaining canine cognition to you guys, and I was like, maybe I'll give this to my professor. I don't know what I was smoking. I could not do that. That is way too embarrassing. I could not send that to him. I must have been like on the fritz from anxiety about my interview. The interview was fun. I didn't want to talk about it before because, I didn't want to talk about it before because I was too anxious, but now that I've gotten in, that's not a problem. I just don't want to talk about it because I'm hungry, and it doesn't sound like super fun to talk about. Like, all the other things have been fun to talk about, you know? So, all the other things are more fun. Guys, this light is really long. I did roll up right as it changed, but like, man, this is a long light. I've been vibing here for a long time. And I'm so hungry. I wonder if, like, Cammy will have anything that I can gobble up before we start our trek back to my place. Also, just because of the nature of everything, I didn't, like, get her flowers or anything yet for Valentine's Day. So I'm just gonna do it when we celebrate Valentine's Day instead of on Valentine's Day. Because I finished my comps and then basically just went back, showered, because I was gross. I didn't get to shower before my comps because there wasn't time. Oh. Mr. Amazon, you're really taking up a lot of the road. Actually, I take it back. I'm overreacting. I'm overreacting. Boingy, 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 boingy. Okay. And I'm about to park. What was I just saying? I don't remember. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. Oh, like, subscribe, do all the great stuff. And yes, goodbye.